And so yeah, we just gotta keep working, keep moving. But I want to do the breakdown of everything that I've been talking about and everything that I've learned so far of like warfare and spiritual stuff. Do like mini classes. I mean, and then they say like, if you live it, you could teach it. But I believe that, like everything is like seasonal. There's some things that you absolutely cannot just trash like through the whole life. Like you might go through a season of like poor. Okay, this is so cool because God had a plan. God had a plan for this whole thing. And I was so mean, so angry, so rigid. I mean, I know how to be content, but at the same time, like, okay, I gotta go put that sourdough starter back. But yeah, I was content the whole time and everything, but there was some times where I was just like so upset and angry because I'm like, God, you're really pressing down on me. You're really like putting me through so much, like, this and that, and crying and upset. But the whole time, everything had purpose and none of it. I've been seeing these videos recently. It says, your pain isn't going to be wasted. And I needed to hear that because, like, you don't know how long and how, like, me and my kids been broke and poor and struggling. People would help sometimes, but not all the time. And then sometimes, like, I always got a lot of judgment. Like, you know, I always got a lot of judgment and always being made fun of for, like, for living the way that I did. Not people didn't really realize or really care that, like, but it wasn't about them. And I keep trying to like, like pin them on the cross or whatever. But it was like they knew or something. Not new. Okay, I'm not trying to say that. I'm saying that like God would only allow somebody to come in just and help and then be gone again. Not men, mainly, organizations or people like with food and different things. But the majority, he wanted me to rely on him. How, if you wanted somebody to rely on you, how would you do their life? You wouldn't bless them with a whole team of people and saying, okay, like, you know, because then they would be reliant upon that person or whatever. So God really brought me through relying on him alone. Jireh. Yes, Jireh. And so it's very beautiful and it's such a amazing like love story. Like, I don't know. And but see, and we're always in a testing, we're always going through testing no matter what. It doesn't even matter. It's always testing, like, and my only thing is this: God, and I feel like it's justifiable. I feel like it's like understandable. I think that it's really good. And the reason why is because, so like, let's say like these people, we had this whole time to like apologize and kumbaya and oh smooth everything over, whatever. And none of them felt like I was worthy to be apologized to or to come and be around me and my kids, or oh, I gotta like her, I could, her and her kids don't have no food, I'm gonna go get her some and drop this stuff off. Never, it was never that. It was always like, Like, let's make sure we don't help her. Or you know what I mean? Like, it's just in a weird, like, weird animosity type of way. Like, I don't know. And whether it was God's design or per God or whatever, um, you know, whatever. Anyway, that's how I view it. That's how I view everything. Is like nobody wanted to come and help me. Nobody wanted to give me anything. Nobody wanted to give me a hand up. Nobody wanted to be, or, be nice and do good things for all my kids. They just played it, played it, played it, played it. And now that we're here, God is like, but I feel that I don't really want the people that were mistreating me or doing witchcraft on me or doing this and that. Yes, I deeply and truly forgive you. I know God knows in my heart that that's not the issue. The issue is, the test is, it's like, do you respect yourself enough to say, like, that's not who loves me? Those aren't the people that you really want around you. They showed you time and time again. And it's not like I'm struggling with it, like, oh, am I going to forgive them or whatever. I want them to basically, in totality, like, leave me alone. I don't want you thinking that, because I'm like your ex or I'm your family member, that I'm obligated to, and I know that's a bad, ugly look. It's like, well, whenever somebody begins to get their money up, then they start acting funny. No, you acted funny this whole time, and God's seen that. And so he's okay with me saying, okay, well, now that things are getting good, why should I spin the block and help them or be with them or be around them? They made me feel, even up until a couple months ago, like they made sure to make me feel like I was ugly and front girl and all this and that. And I know I'm none of those things. That's why I kept quiet. Like, you can't even imagine the things that I went through, that I was just quiet. Like, but I'm going to go into this series today. I'm going to do a series of videos, it's going to directly correlate with what I'm trying to teach about and everything, is because, you know, so I love you guys. I hope you guys enjoy my videos. Like, comment, subscribe to my channel. Like my videos if you like them. Comment. Bye.